Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Sunday Afternoon Smokes. Excuse me. My name's Chris. I'm your host. It's a casual conversation podcast from the upstate of South Carolina. Also doing some cigar reviews. As you see today, I'm sitting in my garage. We've got unfinished walls, but I'm sitting in front of my cigar trailer right here, and just makes for a nice little background. But sitting inside today because of all things in South Carolina, it was snowing a little bit earlier, and now everything's wet outside. But just wanted to have a cigar today. I wanted to do another review. And today, what we're looking at here is the Ferio Tego 2023 Elegancia. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. And before I get any further with, getting into the cigar, I just want to talk about the cigar life, right? And the love of cigars just in general. I personally find that, number one, I just enjoy them, right? I enjoy smoking cigars. I enjoy the flavor. I enjoy the process. I enjoy the quiet time, the private time, or maybe, with friends, family, and what have you. But there's really never a bad time to smoke a cigar. And what I mean by that is simply, if you're having a really good day, right? Maybe just a really good day in general, or maybe something special happened, right? Maybe you had a job promotion, you bought your first home, you got married, you had a child, whatever the case may be, you know, a cigar is super celebratory. It just makes everything better. It's just a great way to celebrate. Conversely, if you're just having a crap day, a crap week, everything's going wrong, the world is chewing you up and spitting you out, people have been harsh, whatever the case may be, you lost a job, even in more dire circumstances, somebody you really love passed away. Who knows? It's just been really, really rough. This right here, it doesn't obviously it doesn't fix anything. It doesn't make problems go away. But this is just a great way to just kind of de-stress a little bit, let the problems melt away, let things just kind of fade away into the background. You can escape, you can de-stress some with a cigar. This last week for me has been that week. It's been rough, man. I'm not going to go into personal details, and I was ready to smoke this a little bit earlier, knowing that it just been really rough, and I was headed into some stuff Thursday and Friday that I was not looking forward to. However, I was going to smoke this to just kind of escape and de-stress and try and just relax. But I just got some good news, and some of the crap that I thought I was going to have to go through this weekend, I don't have to. Things have just, been a lot of prayer for me on my part, prayer for myself, for my wife, for my family, from other friends, and things have worked out. And so now this doesn't have to be a stress relief cigar, right? I don't necessarily have to escape. Now I can enjoy this cigar in a different frame of mind, and I can somewhat celebrate here in my garage, right? I can just kick back. I can be grateful. I can rejoice. I can be happy, and this can make it much better. So, really looking forward to this Ferio Tego Elegancia right here. I had the pleasure of meeting Michael Herklots at TPE at the end of Vegas. And, if you are familiar with Herklots, if you are familiar with Ferio Tego, they have several lines. And I'll talk about those in just a second. But what I'm going to use here, I've got a cup of coffee here off camera. But what I'm going to use here is, for my lighter, I've got this really sweet Rocky Patel Davenport lighter that I won in a drawing from them. Thank you, Rocky Patel. Thank you, the whole Rocky Patel team. So this is their Davenport lighter. Pretty sweet. And it's a quad jet on there. Looking forward to using that. And one of the cool things, I mean, they really thought this through here. Of course, here is your adjustment for the flame, but over here, this comes out right here. So you've got a punch right here on the back. But even here, they incorporated a little draw tool in case your draw is just a little tight. So they really thought this through on their lighter. That's the Rocky Patel Davenport. I'm just going to go ahead and punch this Ferio Tego and this Elegancia, this 2023. I'm going to punch it. You know, I like punches. I like the fact that with a punch, you know, and probably a lot of guys do, you like the fact that with a punch, you don't get all of that just cigar bits and pieces, the detritus, if you will. You don't get that in your mouth like you would with a guillotine. You get even less, you get less with a V-cut than you do with a guillotine. But with a nice punch, you know, right there it is. With a nice punch, you don't get any of that. The draw on this is great. It's very open, which is what I prefer. I really like that. I don't want to have to fight with my cigar. Some guys like it a little bit firmer than I do, and that's fine. It's all a matter of personal preference here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this lit up. And, well, now this Davenport lighter right here is just kind of, oh, there it goes. I had it all the way turned down. Silly me. We're going to go ahead and just kind of toast this foot right here. Well, geez, come on, man. It's not what you want. There we go. Operator error. Let's toast this foot right here, and we're going to get into it. No ventilation in my garage, so hopefully this doesn't bleed over into the house too much. I normally smoke with the door up, but it's raining and all that good stuff, so. That's excellent. It's nice. It's light. It's creamy. Yeah. I mean, that's excellent. This is a super good, mild smoke, just super relaxing, just a chill cigar. Great car horn. We'll see if the filters can handle that. Anyway, so the blender's notes on the 2023 Elegancia it says the 2023 Elegancia is complex and dense. The flavors are well balanced, clean, and structured. The creamy, full-bodied smoke has a long finish and a wonderfully engaging development of flavors that evolve dramatically with each puff. And that's from Michael Herklots himself. Flavors reminiscent of buttered toast, cappuccino, caramel, cashews, creme brulee, roasted peanuts, toasted brioche, vanilla custard. Now, look, I'm not that guy. I'm not, Charlie Hamato at Half Wheel. I think I got his name right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure somebody will. I'm not that guy, right? I don't have a palate that is that sophisticated to pull all of this stuff out. And if that's your jam, awesome, go for it. Like if you're the aficionado, if you're the high ranking sommelier and you can tell me everything that's in it and where it came from and blah, 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 that's great. I try and pick out a few things that I can find in there, but I smoke cigars for the enjoyment of it. And oddly enough, I've seen reels and clips of Michael Herklots talking about that very thing. It's like, we need to go back to just enjoying cigars, right? Instead of trying. I mean, there are some people that just want to be super nerdy about it, and that's totally cool. I mean, if that's your thing, that's awesome. But we don't need to know like the subtle differences in this tobacco crop in Nicaragua and Esteli from the lack of rainfall in 2012 and how that affected the growth of the crops in 2013 and blah 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 blah. It's like that's not like you can let the blenders do what they do and the manufacturers do what they do, but like let's just sit down with people. Let's light a great cigar. Let's talk about what we love about cigars, why we like them. Let's have great conversations. Let's enjoy one another's company over a good smoke, and that's really what it's all about. And you know, I like this. This is he said it's what did they say here? Full bodied smoke. Maybe everybody has probably a little bit of a difference of opinion on what makes a what constitutes the body of a cigar when it comes to smoking it, right? I tend to think in terms of flavor profile, and that's going to be mild, medium, full, and all the notes there. And then when it comes to body, I really just kind of think of smoke thickness, palate coating, right? Is the smoke thin and wispy? Is it thick and creamy and just really coats the palate? Is it somewhere in the middle? Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of smoke. I like copious amounts of smoke. I've said that in podcasts before. And so this one, medium to full, definitely it's a nice palate coater, luscious smoke. I really like that. This is made in Dominican Republic. The wrapper, um, an Ecuadorian wrapper, Dominican Republic binder, and Dominican Republic and Nicaraguan filler. Now you could probably tell by the color on this cigar that the wrapper is shade grown. A lot of stuff in Ecuador is shade grown. A lot of natural shade grown. Ecuador being a very heavily clouded country, so a lot of natural shade there. And so this cigar, super classy, super enjoyable this morning. And I was doing a little bit of reading about the Ferio Tego Elegancia. It took top honors in 2021 from Cigar Dojo. If you're not familiar with Cigar Dojo, I mean, Cigar Dojo is a huge community of cigar smokers. You can find them online. You can download an app. And so people, share what they're smoking, what they think about it. You can rate it. It's a massive community of cigar smokers. It's a pretty cool deal. I'm not on there, which is neither here nor there. That's just me. But Ferio Tego takes top honors in Cigar Dojo 2021 award. So that, kudos to them with that project. Now, Michael Herklots and Brendan, I'm trying to remember his last name. Forgive me, but it's a collaborative team effort there with Brendan Scott. They launched Ferio Tego in 2021. They've got some nice artwork there. If I'm not mistaken, that is supposed to be Hercules fighting a Hydra right there, and that kind of plays into their story about, I think, perseverance and just going for it and all of that stuff. But they also have, in addition to Ferio Tego line, they also have the Metropolitan selection, which I have smoked. Mostly the Hobart, which is their size for Robustos. So they have the Hobart Connecticut in the Metropolitan line, which is also excellent. I really, really prefer the Metropolitan. I really prefer the Metropolitan Maduro. It is such a great cigar. Let me take a puff here. Thankfully, I'm doing video so you understand. That's and that's excellent. That's excellent. A little bready. I like that. Um, but I really, really like the Metropolitan Host Maduro. Um, it is a naturally sweet tobacco. It's not infused, but I mean, this is just a legit classic cigar. But if you put that Maduro Metropolitan in your mouth, just on your lips, there's a natural sweetness there. I mean, it's an excellent cigar. They also have the Timeless collection. I have smoked the Timeless Prestige, another excellent cigar. This is my very first Ferio Tego, which uh, Mr. Herklots gave to me in Vegas when I met him. That was very gracious and kind of him. So, and I don't have anything bad to say about the cigar. The draw is beautiful so far. It's burning very excellently. Um, there's copious amounts of smoke, very creamy. I mean, that's just a great cigar all the way around. I mean, you can smoke this any time of day. Smoke it in the morning with coffee, smoke it in the afternoon, smoke it in the evening. I prefer to be, medium to full, but just, how I am as a person. I smoke for my business. I smoke all across the board from light all the way to full, personal preference, medium to full. But this is really good. Very light with the flavors, great morning smoke, great with coffee. This would even be, good probably with a white wine or with a dessert wine. It'd be great with some white chocolate or even milk chocolate. Be great with a white Russian. Um, and it's just an excellent. It's constructed beautifully. I just can't say enough about it. I could see why Ferio Tego took home top honors in Cigar Dojo, 2021. So I'm looking forward to, the continued work of Michael Herklots and Brendan Scott and the things that they continue to produce. I love carrying them in my trailer for events. I always recommend them. So pick you some up. You can find them online at various retailers, but it's just, or support your local tobacconist, your local brick and mortar. I'm sure they'd be happy to order them for you if they don't have any in. And one last thing I'll say that I heard Michael Herklotz say, which I am 100% in agree with. Sometimes what we do is that we save our cigars for special moments. Maybe some of those things that I mentioned earlier, right? You had a child, you bought your first home or your second home or whatever. You did a great job of investing this year and had an awesome return and you want to celebrate all of those things. He said, stop saving your cigars for special moments. Create special moments to smoke your cigars. And I think we could use more of that, right? Life is short. The world is chaotic. You never know what's coming. Make special moments. Plan regularly with friends and family and neighbors. Bring people into your home. Be hospitable. Have parties. And it doesn't even have to necessarily be your special moment, man. You hear of a family member or a friend that had some awesome news, rejoice with them, get together with them, say, hey, man, I'm so happy for you. Let's rejoice together. Let's have a cigar and celebrate your moment. So, man, make special moments to smoke cigars. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. This is Sunday Afternoon Smokes. Sorry for the camera shaking there. Hit my microphone. Sunday Afternoon Smokes. You can find me on Spotify. You can find me on iHeartRadio. You can find me on Apple Podcasts. You can follow me on Instagram at Sunday Afternoon Smokes. And of course, my podcast is a offshoot of my business, The Cigar Box. You can find me on X and on Instagram at Mobile Cigar Box. You can visit my website, mobileCigarBox.com, to learn more. You can fill out a booking inquiry form there if you're interested in bringing me out for your next party. I'd love to party with you. I'd love to be a part of it. So thanks for listening. Share it on your socials. Share it with your friends and family. all the great things. We will talk to you very, very soon. Have a good one.